Something great.
Hello, and thank you for visiting this channel. If you're here for the first time, my name is Rochelle, and my brand is the DIY Affiliate Marketing on YouTube. Are you looking for the easiest, quickest, and most cost-efficient way to create an affiliate marketing business? Not sure what program to join, not sure what products that you would like to promote, and maybe you're just looking for some answers on some videos on how to do things. Don't know how to create an affiliate marketing website? I make step-by-step video tutorials that show you just the facts about starting an affiliate marketing business, from the creation of your brand online to promoting merchants' products and everything in between. Creating a logo and creating a site icon and creating a gravatar are needed in order to properly represent your brand online. Your brand is your representative online, and your logo, your site icon, and your gravatar is your identity online. Those two together create your presence online. No technical knowledge, no experience. Are you a beginner? Great. This video is for you. This video, I take you right inside Canva. You can create your account before you start watching the video by going to canva.com, and I show you exactly step by step how you can create an easy logo, create your site icon, and also create your gravatar. So stick around. I give you just the facts. Let's get down to business. Your design, custom dimensions. You may find it here in the left, or you may find it here over on the right. 180 by 60. The best size is 180 by 60 pixels for the Astra theme. Okay. Now I'm just going to add another page, and I'm going to show you my design. If you are just starting with a free account, that's okay to start with a free account, but I would go to a paid account because it is really worth it to create what you need to as far as YouTube thumbnails, logos, whatever else you need, site icons, gravatars. It has so many different social media designs. Mine right here. Just going to click add a new page. Okay, and of course you're going to start with, you can look at the templates. Here are the templates. You can choose a template. If you choose a template, appear on my canvas. It will appear on my canvas. And this one has a couple of elements that you can change. You can change the text here. You can change the font. To any font that you see on the left-hand corner. on the left-hand panel here, any font that you see, you can change it to. Now, I have a paid account, so you may be looking at different fonts. But like I said, it is so much worth it to even try the Canva Pro. And I am not an affiliate, so I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just trying to tell you that this is something that can help you. Okay, so you can change the size. I wouldn't go too much bigger than that. I would go smaller. You can also use the double-headed arrow to change the size, to decide on what size you would like. You can use the double-headed arrow to go on the corner. You can use a double-headed arrow to go from the side, and it will just make your words closer together and in a different way. And you can also use the double-headed arrow to pull your words out. Now, you're going to find that it will take time to be able to manipulate the mouse, because at first, when you first start working on a canvas like this, you have to get used to your mouse. See how the mouse is moving here? You have to get used to moving your mouse. Now, when you get the four-headed, you have the arrows going in 4 directions. That means that you can move an element. So I'm just going to wait and so when you press down and you see the four-headed arrow, that means you can move your element, and you will see the box that you are working in. If you highlight your text, you can underline. Now, I'm going to try to do this as quickly as I can so that you don't spend a lot of time on this video, but in order to show you everything, it's going to take a little bit more time. You can use italics, and while you have your text highlighted, you can underline. You can use the center alignment, and this is inside the box. You can use the right or the left alignment and also the right alignment, depending on what you would like. You can also, this is all already in capitals, so you can also change your capitals to the first letter as being a capital or all of your letters. You can use bullets. You can also use the spacing, and here you will see the letter here. You can see how the spacing is changed, how the spacing is changing your words around. You can also use your line height. To make your letters taller or shorter. And this is anchor text. And what this means is that where is this text, the one-stop gift shop, going to show up if the image isn't here? So if you choose here, this one, it will show up down here on the left. If you choose here, it'll show up in the middle, and if you choose here, it'll show up at the top. So this is the bottom, the middle, and the top. Now this one is quite important, position. Understanding position is very important when it comes to understanding how your elements move around on your canvas. See, I'm holding down the mouse. You have to hold down the mouse and you can move your element. Now, I'm going to show you the positions. When you click into a box, say I move this box is behind this image. So it tells you this box is behind you, want to move it forward. So there you have moved it forward. Now, if you added another element on top, see how it would still be on top? but you can go into the position and you can move it backwards. To the front. And then you can see here, this image is now on top. Wherever you click into the box, if you click the position, you can move your element. And this is now going to go to the back. So now I have moved the element to the back, and I have this one on top right now. And you can do this with any of the elements. You can also create your element from the top. This element right here that I'm working with. You could see because the box, and anytime you make a mistake, you can click into the undo. Just click undo, undo, and then it goes back to where you would want it to, where you last made your change. So you see the two-headed arrow here, and you see these editing round circles. This is the box that you are working on. Just going to, you can use the aspect ratio and still keep the picture, but make it smaller. So I'm just going to put that over here and show you the positions. So this would go to the top, to the middle, to the bottom, to the right, to the center, and to the left. So those are the positions that you can use in any of your elements. This is an element here as well. There is two things here. There's one is text, and the other one is a box. If you click on the delete, it says here delete element or delete group. So if you want to delete the element, that means this box right here will be deleted. And it will leave you with the box. You can also delete the box. So that is your text. Now this is your transparency. This is the box we are working on, and the transparency will allow you to have your text appear. And you can also create it to appear transparent. You can change your text color. Say I was going to be using, if you want to choose a new color, you would see this box come up. You would then use your cursor and slide this along until you find a color that you'd like to see, and then click into the box. And then this will be your new color. You could also save this as well to keep the color, just by copying this and saving it to a notepad. I just have a notepad open all the time when I'm working, because just in case I want to save some information. Okay, so now I'm going to show you. If you go, say I change the color to this color, but I go into the new color and I now paste the box in, it will then be the color that I want. You can change your image. This is a photo. So we're just going to click into Photos. At any time, use your keywords. At any time, you can put a photo on your canvas, and the photos appear here in the left-hand pane. If you decide that you would like to use a photo in your canvas, you can very easily have a photo on top, or you can use your position and you could put your photo in the back. And it can actually become your background. If you chose to have the whole photo as your background, you would then stretch the photo and click to the back, and it would then become your background. This is already in the background. This is on top. This must be a frame. Oh, this is a grid. Okay, so that'll be the next thing that I show you. Okay, so this is your photo. Now you can do a few things with your photo. Any photo that you choose. It can be a photo from the photos here, or you can upload a photo just by dropping your photo in there. Like for instance, I'm just going to show you, show in the folder, and I'm going to find a photo and I'm going to drop my photo in there. And here, as you see, it is uploading. So you can use your own photos. And if you are using your own photos, and you are using Windows 10, the best thing to use is what you call the snipper. And this is what the snipper looks like. It's called a snipping tool. And then when you click on it, you will see a box come up. Then choose New, and you choose the mode. You can either have a rectangle snip, and this is rectangle right here, and it just gives you a snip of your picture, and this will help you in getting images for your logo, for your site icon, and for your Gravatar. The next mode that you can use is the window snip. And the window snip, if we go to New, I know I didn't save that, but if we go to New and we go to window snip, you just click inside your window and it'll take a picture of your whole desktop. And you can also use this when you are creating your thumbnails for YouTube. Now, getting back to the picture. In the picture, you can, when you click in the picture, you will see here. Now this is the effects, and I don't use these, but they are here, and you can check them out if you want to. I use the filters. And here you have different filters. You have epic, festive, summer, and you see how it's changing the whole picture here. You have retro. I usually use dare. I like dare the best. And you can increase its intensity to make it stand out more. You can also use the adjust feature, in which you can adjust your brightness of your picture. You can use your contrast or your saturation. It just gives you a brighter kind of picture. Or you can use your tint, and this will tint your picture. It'll give your picture more of the color, the tint. Or you could blur your picture. And at any time you can click reset, and it'll take your picture back to exactly where it was. When you are satisfied, you can save this filter here. It's the filter code. You can copy it, put it into your notepad, and just save it in here in case you want to use that adjustment. You can also crop your picture. Now, when you crop a picture, you will see that it gives you an option here. If you decide that you want to try to make your picture bigger, then what will happen is this is the area here, and you are looking to crop this picture. So you want it to fit into the area, and then when you're done, you would just click done. And then if you don't like it, you can click the undo button. So don't forget, if you make a mistake, you can always undo it. It is not until you actually click the download that your picture will be saved. It auto saves automatically, but you need to choose the download in order to save it. Okay. Now this is the elements. Elements are what appear here on your canvas. And I will show you an example. I'm just going to make this smaller because it's going to get very crowded here on this canvas. Okay, so these are my recently used ones. These are the featured ones. And they have one here for the virus, which I can't mention. And then you have your grid. This here is a grid. This is a grid. So when you choose your grid, and you have a choice, you can decide what you would like and how you would like it. Say you go with something like this. So now what's going to happen is your grid, which appears right here and down here, this is the area where when you have photos, when you click into a photo and it appears on your canvas, you can then fit it into the grid. And it fits right into the grid. This is also a photo, so it can fit into this grid here. And then another photo and fit into the grid. So now you see, it went into the other one. It went into the other grid. Okay, so if you have a grid that has a number of spots on it, you can replace any picture simply by mousing over it and placing the picture inside the grid. Now, this is covering the grid, so I will have to move it or delete it. Anytime you want to delete anything, you click on delete. So I have now deleted this box that was there, and now I can choose more pictures for my grid. This is the grid that I chose, so it gives you an example of the different things that you can do when you are designing your logo. This is my logo here, and I did not use a grid because I didn't use a template, and I designed it just from the beginning. Okay, so let's take the grid away. Anytime you want to delete a grid, you have to go to the trash can and click into the trash can, and then it will delete your grid. The next element that I would like to show you is a frame. And a frame pretty much does the same thing as a grid, but you have only one that is in your picture unless you choose more than one. So here is your choice of frames. Say you choose the computer. Say you would like to appear in the computer. Okay? So you would then choose the frame, either choose a photo or go to your uploads and find a photo of yourself, and if you don't have one, then upload one. So anytime you have a frame, you can use an image that you have uploaded and just fit it into the frame. This is an example of a computer, and also you can change the colors if it's possible. Here are your color boards up here. This is how you choose. For the gray, we could choose it to purple. And for the kind of white, we could choose it a light purple. And for the black, we could have a lighter purple. As an example, say you chose to have a diamond as your frame. I think I just clicked 2 of them. I did. Okay, so I clicked 2. Okay, so we've got 2 more frames here. Okay. Now you have to use your own imagination, but you can put a photo in. You could choose a photo from any of the photos here that you find in the photos, or you could choose an uploaded image. Just to show you as an example, this is a photo. I've just clicked on the photo. Now, here you can see it's going to go into this frame, just like that. And the way to take it out would be to click the undo button. You can also fit it into any frame that is available on your canvas. So 4 frames, the only thing that you can fit in is your images. And we're not really dealing with videos right now. So this is an example of frames. And also you can make the frames smaller. And because a frame is an element, you can do all of the things that I showed you before. So with this, it is the same. You can go into position and you can bring it forward. You see how it's on top of the text right now? Now, here is something that a lot of people get confused with. Alright, I'm going to use a frame here, and then I'm going to put some text in between the frame, and just to show you. Okay, so this is the one I'm working with right now. The position right now, and if you click position, you will see it's forward. You want it, if you want to move it, you are going to move it backwards. It will go behind the first element. If you click backwards again, it will disappear behind the last element. And if I move it, you will see that it is behind. Any of your elements, this is how, when I first began, I would lose pictures behind pictures because I didn't realize that that's where they were going. I thought they were just disappearing. You can also use your transparency, and this will then fade your picture to make it seem like it's more transparent. And you can see the other picture underneath. You can see whatever you have on your logo under. Getting back to elements, those were 2 important elements that it's good to learn. Another one is, let's move this over. I know this kind of looks like a mess right now, but it's not. It's just as a demonstration of the different elements here. Another one is shapes. Now, the reason you would use a shape is because, say you had a design. Let's just get a photo out here and choose something that you wouldn't be able to see words in. So say I chose this design right here, and this was my canvas. This was my whole canvas right here, was this picture. This is how you would use a shape. You would, first of all, choose the shape that you want. You see how the words here don't, you can't really see them. If you put them on there, you're not going to be able to read it. So you would choose a shape. We chose this shape. Okay, so now this shape, we would then, where do you want to see your words? You're going to put your words where you want to see them. And then there's a bullet there that needs to come out. Oops. Okay, so now you're going to take your shape and you're going to put your shape on top. Okay, so now your shape is on top. Now you want to move your shape, or you want to size your shape to fit your words. And yeah, sometimes the mouse does not, sometimes the mouse freezes, and it happens. Okay, so I'm going to fit your shape in. Now here, if I look on the position here, I think my shape is already in the back. So if I brought my shape forward, my words would disappear. But if I click on backwards, you can see my words. And I can also change the color of my shape to fit what I would like. This is just an example of what you can do and how you use shapes to be able to put your words up there to see them. Going back into elements, you can use stickers, but stickers are something sort of like a video. So say I put this sticker on there. It's moving, so it is kind of like a little video that you are creating, and that's a little bright, and I don't like that. That's too bright. This one here. Okay, so this is the sticker itself, is right here. But what would happen is when you downloaded your design, you would have to download it as a video. You see? Download it as a video. And if you want to make videos, like little videos, this is a great tool to use. So I'm just not going to do that, and I'm going to go back here. Whoops. You can use charts. If you wanted to use charts, you could use a chart in your logo. You could use something called gradients, and you can choose from different ones. These are all elements. You can use lines, bold, foliage, zodiac signs. Just as an example, clicking in, using your mouse with the 4 arrows and putting it on your canvas. Simple drawn objects, camping rustic drawings, sketchy flowers, hand-drawn animals, hand-drawn love, organic rainbows, a lot of different elements that you can use. You can also change your background. You can use a color. By clicking into this arrow here and seeing colors. And it will then create your background. You can also use any of these backgrounds simply by clicking in, and it will change your background. And you have many different choices. And you can always use the keyword search bar up here. You have choices between abstract, landscape, patterns, flowers, nature, your choice. Now, after you create your logo, now I have Canva Pro, and it costs $16.99 a month, and it is totally worth it, because I can take this design here, this is my logo, or pardon me, this is my, I believe this is my logo, yes, this is my logo, and I can resize it. I want to resize it to my site icon. So I would just click into the resize, and this is when you have a paid account. If you don't have a paid account, then you can always create another design, and I'm just going to click copy and resize. This is for people who are going to have a paid account, and I'm also going to show you how to do it when you don't have a paid account.
This video tutorial is in 3 parts. The second part is the site icon, which is coming right up, so stick around.
Thank you very much for watching this video, and if you have found it helpful to you, then please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, then please subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell so you are notified of all new videos that I am posting. Stay safe, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.